What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to talk about 11 different NFT projects that some are incredibly early, basically have no tweets whatsoever, no website, no Discord, etc. Some are based around complete rumors and others have a little bit more traction. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the least amount of following on Twitter and we'll work our way through every single project until we get to the most following on Twitter. So remember, do your own research when it comes to these projects. I haven't spoken to these teams. I really don't know much about these projects whatsoever. Just showing you guys some opportunities here in case you want to get your whitelist grind on. My private Discord currently has a couple spots still open, but I plan on closing that off in the coming weeks. So if you're looking to join a community that's all based around Web3, NFTs, and crypto and gets access to a lot of these different whitelists, you can check out the link in the description below. All right, guys, so the first project on the list today is Hero. And I think this is, once again, a super early project with under 1,000 people on Twitter, at least before this video is being recorded. And the only reason I'm a fan is because it has follows from a few people that I am involved with, at least in some capacity. Sneaky, NFT Boy, and Yano all have some sort of presence in the space. Bento Boy as well, Prada, Kevin Wu, Metamin from S7, etc. So very early project. Once again, there's no tweets, there's no Discord, just crossing of worlds and coming soon with quite a few notable followers. So this is the first project, super early. Turn on notifications, can't hurt, just in case there's a Discord link or some sort of like retweet for first 500 get OG or whitelist or something. So keep this on your radar. All right, next up we have Era. And once again, very early project, under 3,000 followers on Twitter. It has a few notable followers here with like Crypto Gorilla and Snack King and Wizard and Mason Ghost, etc. So another one to keep on your radar. It is being created by this Twitter account here, which we'll check out. And it's basically the best way to discover and manage NFTs. And you can reach out here for collabs. So for this project in particular, once again, hardly any information. First tweet was 2 days ago. It'll be 3 days ago when this video goes live. The artwork is really cool. I'm a fan. It has like the cyberpunk dystopian vibe to it, but really that's all we know. One tweet, we know who's creating it. We know that it has some notable followers, and we also know that it's very early and there's probably going to be whitelist opportunities here. So keep this on your radar. Once again, notifications can't hurt, and we'll kind of just play it by ear and see what they end up posting on Twitter here in the next coming days. So the next project today is called Familiars, and this one has a little bit more of a following. It has under 8,000 Twitter followers currently, and this is just a very colorful, unique piece that I'm seeing on their Twitter marketing. So a lot of really cool colors, some really cool looking characters. It looks like different cats. It looks like they have some sort of incubation mutation thing going here. So it's interesting. Once again, has notable followers, people that I recognize, which I think is an important indicator for potentially a new project coming up. And this might be another one to look out for, have notifications on for, and just kind of be ready for any sort of Discord drop and whitelist form application, any of that meta stuff coming out that might present an opportunity for projects like this. But the Twitter marketing looks good. They have a few posts. This was created in October. They only have 3 posts so far, but it's colorful, it's cool, it's creative. Another project to keep on your radar. So the next project today, just over 10,000 followers. This is starting to spread a little bit more. As you can see here, it has a ton of people in the ecosystem that's following it. And that is because this is rumored to be involved with some sort of Disney or Pixar, or there is potentially something here, but it's a lot of just rumors at the moment. The Twitter account was created in September, and other than that, there's nothing on this Twitter page. They follow a few big names like Disney and whatever, but basically none of them follow this account specifically. But the one account that is interesting is this account right here, which is Baobab Studios, which seems to be an animation studio. They have some really cool movies and stuff that they worked on in the past. Apparently they've won a few Emmys, but it looks really cool. So this is potentially the project or the studio that might be behind Momoguro, but we really don't know. So whether it's Disney or Pixar or this animation studio, and maybe they've just worked with those third parties in the past, we don't really know. But this is definitely an interesting project and is starting to spread. So this is definitely one to have notifications on, turn them on, camp out, make sure you're ready, because this definitely could turn into something. We just don't know yet. All right, we're going quick, but this is what I wanted the video to be today. The next project on the list is School Data, and this is a Japanese project. So we've basically seen that the Japanese market, at least to some degree, is having consistent volume throughout. And this could just be because NFTs and digital avatars and collectibles are starting to spread in that culture and that ecosystem, and they just don't have the same kind of FUD and fear around like United States interest rates and stuff like that. So Japanese NFT volume has been on an uptrend and so far has been looking pretty bullish overall. School Data looks cool. It has some really cool artwork, and it's definitely like an anime waifu vibe, but to me this is really quality and definitely a project I think you guys should look out for. Scrolling down this Twitter here, the artwork looks great. It really hasn't been live for that long. They joined in December 21, but I do think that they just recently started pumping stuff out on Twitter. Definitely a project I think you should keep on your radar. The last Japanese project to do really well, I can't quite remember the name, but I think it hit something like 0.3 or 0.4 floor. So if this has any resemblance to that, it could be a bit of a cook. So once again, you could follow it. It's under 15,000 followers, still fairly new. If it's something that you're interested in, turn notifications on. You might have to break out some sort of translator, but every interaction will be considered for OG. At least I can understand that. So this might be an opportunity for some people. All right, guys, moving right along. The next project on the list today is Gurichi. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Regardless, it looks like it's going to be a 6,666 max supply. They have a pre-mint link. And they also have a Discord. So it looks like it's going to be carefully designed PFPs, each following a compelling story arc to narrate together. So some sort of story angle here. It looks like PXN has done a white box giveaway for them. Aplist has also collabed with them. The artwork is interesting. I think they could potentially make for good PFPs. I haven't looked into this project too much. I just wanted to get on your guys' radar because it is still fairly flying under the radar, and we have some people in the ecosystem that are currently following it, including some of my friends. So we'll see where this project goes, but once again, just keep it on your radar. Take every single one of these projects with a grain of salt and treat them like any other high-risk asset, and you'll be just fine. Another project I just briefly wanted to mention is actually Tim Ferriss's project, who obviously has a huge following, 5-time New York Times bestseller author. He's launching an NFT set called Project 555. So I'm assuming it's going to be a 555 supply, and it's a code name for an upcoming NFT project by me. It's going to be highly stylized, highly absurd, and unlike anything I've ever done before. So it's interesting. I think you guys should follow it. It could very well be highly sought after if he starts to really market it and really push it, because he does have a very large following and it's a very low supply. So that could be another factor in potentially the floor price being higher than most collections that come out, because it does have a very solid backing and he might have some interesting ideas around it, whether it's just pure art or whether it has some sort of utility. Maybe you get access to his books or upcoming books. I have no idea, but it is interesting. And he does have a blog link here. So if you are interested in reading up about this project some more, you can check out this link, tim.blog. All right, so next up, the next project is Junie. And this is one of the projects that I am actually collaborating with. They have provided my Discord with some whitelist spots. So I'm excited for this project. It is giving me Studio Ghibli vibes. I like anime. I don't think that's whatsoever a secret. This trailer, what they have going on here is actually really cool and interesting. So I'm a fan of what I'm seeing on the Twitter and the trailer. I also think that they have some decent marketing, some decent collabs going on throughout the process of their Twitter marketing campaign. And their artist has 100,000 people on Twitter who follow her or him. And you can kind of go to their Instagram, go to their art station and check out some one-of-one pieces that they have drawn and curated it and created. You can go over to their Instagram too, which has about 30,000 followers, but some of this artwork is incredibly high quality and obviously a little bit waifu and anime style, but really cool style. And this could definitely be a project that catches people's eyes and starts to gain more and more traction as the weeks go on before mint. Sitting right above 20,000 followers right now with an Instagram link, a Linktree link, and a Discord and a website. So briefly checking out the website, supply TBD, mint price TBD, launch date TBD, the brand, visuals. They also go through the team. You can kind of check those people out and do your own auditing, different partnerships. The website in general looks really good. I'm a fan. They also have some music here. So Junie, get it on your radar. Make sure you're paying attention to stuff like this. I think there's definitely opportunity here, and we'll kind of just see how these projects mint out and their strategy behind everything during this bear market. All right, guys, the next project on the list, once again, we're moving quick, is Shinzo. And this is another project that I have collaborated with. So they are also providing my Discord with whitelist spots. Remember, link below if you're looking to join. Their Discord is open. It just opened yesterday. So it'll be 2 days from now when this video goes live. You can join it, interact to be considered with whitelist. So there's some really cool artwork here. I'm a fan. I think it's really high quality. I like the branding. They're going deep on the branding, which I think is super important for PFP projects in general. I also think these would make good PFPs. I think a good, strong PFP with like a solid background that's not too busy is super important, because that's a lot of your organic Twitter marketing is people in the community who are a part of Twitter and part of Discord rocking your PFP. So if you're interested, check out Shinzo. It is a very cool looking project, and we'll see if they decide to expand, innovate, or do anything new. All right, guys, so the last project on the list with the most followers, currently sitting at 29.7 thousand, is a project called Deviators. And this is an interesting project because it says free mint and it has a ton of engagement on this post with a pre-mint link. So that's most likely where a lot of this engagement is coming from, along with it potentially being a little bit botted. What I'll say is his artwork is super high quality. And so what I did is I actually right-clicked it and did a Google Lens search because I was a little bit nervous about this potentially being stolen artwork. And I couldn't really find anything one of one. It doesn't look like they just copy pasted it off of Google or anything. It looks like it's inspired by other things. So once again, this is a very early project, basically no information whatsoever out about it. There's a few people who I know that follow it, and it looks really, really cool. Like I'm a big fan of this art style, this like, once again, anime vibe, but like very epic fantasy theme. I'm a sucker for stuff like that. So keep your eye on this project. It definitely has a little bit more traction than some of the other ones, and it could definitely end up being stolen artwork, I guess. There is no proof of that. I did a little bit of auditing and couldn't find anything specifically, but once again, you want to be super careful with super early projects that we don't have too much information about. So hopefully they come out with supply, new information, maybe a robot, maybe a website. We can kind of revisit this project later down the line, but I'm a big fan of what I'm seeing here if the art is once again legitimate. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're just going to do a really, really quick Ethereum chart look, just because we have experienced quite a bit of a pump recently in the past day or two, where we've basically gone from our $1,300 like flat line to a bit of a rocket up to almost $1,600 ETH. And so I think this might just be another case of a bear market rally. Okay, so this is not going to be the start of another bull run. I wouldn't put all your eggs in some sort of basket about ETH going back to $5,000, but I do think that this might present an opportunity for a little bit of maybe swing trading or leverage trading if you're into the stuff like that. I don't personally mess with stuff like that because it's a little bit too involved for me, but the fact is that we are up a little bit, and we can kind of wait and see. I am not dollar cost averaging this week if we stay around these levels, because we are a little bit pumped up. I'm kind of just going to take my time and kind of watch what happens with these markets. It kind of looks like the next interest rate hike in the United States might be lower than expected. So along with the UK electing a new prime minister and having some stability overseas, at least for me being in the United States, there is a little bit more of a bullish sentiment in the market as a whole. But I would caution everybody that there are rallies in bear markets, and I do believe we are still in a bear market, and I would proceed with caution. You do not want to FOMO in here and potentially just we drop back down to the $1,300 levels and you're going to be feeling really sad about yourself. It is definitely possible that we go back up to potentially $2,000 again if interest rates come in lower and inflation's lower and we have a bit of a bear market rally. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is that we have pumped a little bit. I'm going to back off my dollar cost average and just take things real slow. Cash is still king. I still hold a bunch of cash, and that's where the most of my money currently lies, besides some NFTs and some Bitcoin and some ETH, etc. So be on the lookout for stuff like this. It'll be interesting to watch how this stuff develops over the course of Q4 and the rest of this year. All right, guys, that is the end of the video. 11 projects from least followers to most followers. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and turn on that notification bell. If you are interested for some whitelists for these projects, or just whitelists and alpha and a bunch of different cool stuff like private videos and a custom whitelist tracker and analytics tools, etc., you can check out the link in the description below for my private Discord. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the very next one. Peace.